All right, so we will go over narration and point of view in Desiree's Baby. Now, I have here that we're using third person narration because the narrator is not in the story. We don't have any I, me, my. We have there is an unknown narrator telling the actions, dialogue, and backstory of the characters. The story begins as the day was pleasant. Madame Valmont drove over to the library to see Desiree and the baby. This is evident that the narrator is not one of the characters in the story, making the type of narration third person. There we go. So that is how you would talk about what type of narration is used. And we move on to our point of view. Now we get a little bit trickier because the story begins in the point of view of Madame Valmont because it is a way to provide Desiree's backstory. There's a switch to Desiree's point of view when she experiences an epiphany regarding her son's racial background. After Desiree confronts Armand, the reader is made aware of his point of view. He thought Almighty God had dealt cruelly and justly with him, and felt somehow that he was paying him back in kind when he stabbed thus into his wife's soul. Moreover, he had no longer loved her because of her unconscious injury. And I have here, this shows the reader that Armand is sincere in his cruelty towards Desiree, and there is no chance he will relent. And then it switches again to the point of view of Desiree when she's writing this letter to her mother. And wait, I would say here. So we'll show going up. This would be Armand's point of view here. Wait, let me find it. Right there. And then the following page, we had page 6. It says Desiree's not exactly her point of view. We said it shows what she's doing, but we don't get her final thoughts. So we can even say this I'll say the story's falling action consists of Desiree walking into the bayou swamp. The reader does not get insight into her point of view. However, the story's resolution concludes with Armand's point of view when he discovers his mother's letter. So that would be point of view. It switched throughout. So you could say it was an omniscient point of view because at some point in the story we got everyone's we'll say, wait, the point of view is predominantly Desiree's. However, Chopin discloses the points of view of Armand and Madame Valmont, making the story's point of view omniscient. We know everyone's thoughts and feelings at some point, omniscient. And that would be point of view and narration for Desiree's Baby.